an 18-month-old can still enjoy baby toys, you will find that you really do need some toddler toys to keep your 18-month-old engaged and interested in the toys. In this video, we will talk about what type of toys to choose, specific toys that are great for this age, and why you want to go for updated toys for this age group. But first, before we go too far, hello, my name is Valerie. I blog at babywisemom.com. I have been blogging there since the year 2007. I have 4 children who currently range in age from 10 to 17 years old, and I love helping parents love parenting. Before we talk about really specific toys, let's talk about some generalities with toys for this age group. First, it's really important that you have toys that keep your child engaged and challenge your child both mentally and physically. And one reason this is very important is that it helps your toddler sleep better. A very common thing for children starting around 9-10 months old and older is they start to not sleep as well because they're not being stimulated or challenged enough mentally and physically. You really need to have that challenge in order to sleep well. When we sleep, our brains review everything we've learned, and if you're not really learning things, then your brain doesn't need that sleep as much. If your child isn't sleeping well, there's a good chance, as they're older, in this older age group, there's a good chance they're just not getting enough stimulation. And of course, there are a lot of other reasons that are possible, but this is a big one, and a big one that people often don't think about. So as you're looking at toys for your 18-month-old, you want toys that are engaging, you want toys that are educational, you want toys that are interactive, and you want toys that require problem solving. And not every toy will have all 4 of those components, but as you're looking at toys, think of those things. You don't want to go to the extreme and think if my child is challenged, then my child will sleep better and get 4-year-old toys for your 18-month-old. Toy companies have done a lot of work to figure out what the best age range is for toys. So really pay attention to what is on that packaging. And while your baby or toddler may be able to play with things older than is recommended, don't go way older. So a few months may be possible, a few years is not. Beyond the ability that is into consideration is also the safety. So make sure you are within the correct age range for your child's age. Take 456. I just had to delete another video. Thank you, Jenny. Okay. I'm going to recommend a lot of different toys in this video, and it will be more toys than you can feasibly get at Christmas or at a birthday, or even the 2 combined. So don't think I need to go get all of these toys that she mentions. No, that's not the point. This is just, I'm giving you a lot of options to think about and consider that are great toys for this age that provide the stimulation that you're looking for. Make sure as you're getting toys that you get toys that are well-rounded. So make sure you have a toy that provides some mental stimulation. Make sure you have some toys or a toy that requires some physical activity. Make sure you have something that requires pretend play and allows that imagination to come. Make sure you have something that taps into that artistic side and has some art to it. Make sure you have something that has problem solving, that requires your child to solve problems when playing with that toy. And of course, make sure that you have books. I love books. I'm not giving specific book recommendations in this video, but I have a lot of book posts that can help you out. Okay, I'm going to share some great toys that are really great for this age. I do have a blog post all about this that lists even more toys for this age group, and it also goes into further detail about each toy. In this video, we're kind of just giving you an overview. Be sure to check the blog post that goes along with this video that tells you all about the toys, and you can link to them from there also. So a really fun one is the musical dino or the busy ball popper. And you might end up with both of these, or you might just have one. The musical dino is really great for younger children. The busy ball popper can be great for 18-month-olds and then be fun even a couple of years beyond that. So the busy ball popper is probably the first one I would get if I were you. But the musical dino is not as frustrating for a younger toddler. So the busy ball popper probably will require you to help a younger toddler, but they'll be able to be more independent as they get older. Another great toy is a pop-up toy. If you don't yet have one of those are toys where your child has to manipulate something to get each item to pop up. And there are typically 4 to 6 items. Your child will have to push a button or twist something. So those are really great. Help build those fine motor skills and help your child see cause and effect. If you haven't gotten one of those yet, that's a great one to get. A great toy that gets your child to be physically active is a ball pit. These are so much fun and so much fun through the years, and a really great toy for siblings. So if you have more than one child or plan to have more than one child, this is something that different age groups will play with together and have a lot of fun. My kids had endless hours of laughter in our ball pit. And at first it seemed kind of stressful because you have all these little tiny balls that often get out of the ball pit and it's kind of a mess. But as you become more experienced, you come to realize that a lot of balls all over the floor is much easier to clean up than other things children can do in a short amount of time. And you can make a fun game that's educational out of cleaning up. Like, let's gather up all of the red balls first. Now let's do the blue balls. Or you can say, let's see how many balls you can collect and have them collect balls and then count them before they put them back in. So you can make it a fun game as you clean up. A couple of fun toys that require problem solving include Duplos and bristle blocks. And these are both great for this age. Bristle blocks are a little better for a young toddler, and the Duplos are something your little toddler can grow into. Another fun one is just basic blocks. You can get the little letter blocks that are squares, or you can get wooden blocks that are various shapes. And your toddler will have fun growing into that also. Another great category to think about is puzzles. So wooden puzzles are fantastic. Melissa & Doug is my favorite puzzle brand and my favorite toy brand in a lot of ways. But they have great puzzles. They also have great manipulation boards where your child again has to little things with those fine motor skills to be able to open and close things on that board. For some artistic side, a couple of fun things. One is karaoke. Your little toddler can have a blast with a little karaoke machine. There are a lot of toddler-friendly machines created, or toddler-friendly little microphones. Another great one is Play-Doh. Play-Doh is something kids just love. Pro tip, don't be stressed out about colors getting mixed together. If your child wants to do it, Play-Doh really is not something you buy once and it's a long-term investment. You kind of have to buy new ones because they dry out. So don't let the mixing cause you too much anxiety. Just let your child have fun and explore. A great toy for outside that children this age love is a water table. And you don't have to get a water table. You can get just bowls with measuring cups that your child can dump and that kind of thing outside. But think about stuff like that, like things where your child can play in water outside. A water table is a great investment. I would absolutely get over and over again. And another fun music one is the Leapfrog music table. This is a toy, it's in like my top 5 toys of all time list that is fun from a older baby all the way up through preschoolers. So if you don't have the Leapfrog music table, I highly recommend that. Another category I mentioned earlier was imagination, and so there are a lot of fun things you can get for imagination at this age. One is dress up, and don't forget dress up accessories, which accessories can be a little more kid friendly. As you're getting dress up items for an 18-month-old, think about things that your 18-month-old can manipulate independently. It's not a long list. Or things that are super simple for you to help your child get into. So you may not mind, but you may not want to be helping your child in and out of a dress or a full-on costume over and over all day long. But maybe a cape is something that's no big deal for you to just fasten. And what you want to do and don't want to do will vary depending on your time constraints at home, and also if you have other children you're attending to. But also think about things like hats or shoes or gloves, simple little accessories. Other fun things are like a doctor kit, and it's fun for your toddler to play doctor and you be the patient. And that's an easy way for you to play with your child if you're not a naturally play with little kids person. That's something you can do where it's just your child has fun and you are just the patient. I often did that with my kids while I was pregnant, because I was usually pregnant while I had an 18-month-old. So it was a great activity for me to be able to just sit while my toddler had fun. A play kitchen is another great one. The play kitchen, the dishes, that's something toddlers really enjoy. And they often will enjoy anything that you commonly do in front of them. So the one Brayden loved was a play lawnmower. He loved his toy lawnmower, and he would follow his dad around the yard while he mowed the lawn. And he would also mow the lawn with his toy lawnmower. So think about things that you do that your toddler may really enjoy mimicking you with. Also along the imagination are your dolls and your stuffed animals and your play sets. Fisher-Price is very famous for play sets. There are other brands that are great also. Don't forget about bath toys. You can find so many fun bath toys. Make bath time into a playtime. There's so much that can be learned there in the bathtub. So be sure to have some toys that are fun in the bathtub. And one that my kids all loved in the bathtub were nesting cups, which are not made for the tub, but we always had a set of nesting cups that were in the tub that the kids just loved playing with in the tub. And for some more physical movement, don't forget about the pull toys and the push toys, like the little popper or the activity walker. And also start thinking about ride-on toys. I think some toddler-friendly toys that your toddler can sit on and ride and be physically active on. A fun toy that I consider a toy are like the VTech books that are electronic, that are interactive. They are books, but they also make a lot of noise and have batteries. So consider getting one of those, especially great for independent playtime. And anything you can do outside, any toys that are friendly for being outside, even something like getting a wagon or even a stroller for your child that you can go outside and go on walks will be great. Okay, that wraps up our 18-month-old toys. Be sure to see my blog post for all of the specific toys and links to them, as well as detailed thoughts about each one. Thanks for watching and have a great day.